Okay, it's recording.
All right, welcome CrossFit Preferred family. Today we are here with Grace, and she's going to teach us how to release tension in our feet and our calves using lacrosse balls, some foam rollers, just a quick 7-minute video on releasing some tension, myofascial release. We can do it on ourselves. We don't have to pay a bunch of money to get a massage every week, but that's always nice too.
That's always nice. But until this thing passes,
Yes.
Really, we need to take ownership of our own health.
Yeah.
By doing this.
Yep. And I know I have a lot of feet problems, and so I'm really excited for this. So let's take it away.
Okay, so what you're going to need is perhaps a small golf ball or a lacrosse ball, or if you have a tennis ball. Basically anything that can poke you. Chris is going to be sitting down. We're going to have, you can stand up or sit down. Okay. So we're going to take our balls and start with our balls on our foot. So let's just roll the whole foot. Going here. Okay, and we're just going to roll the whole foot. So right or left foot, whatever you decide. I'm going to start a timer. We're going to aim for a minute and a half on each foot. So let's just go the whole length from the toes all the way down. And then take your time going from the outside of the foot, the pinky side of the foot, rolling across from the middle toe down into the center, and then from the big toe down. And ooh, you can really feel that arch. We're just doing some circulations right now. So after we've done that, we've just kind of drawn a line all the way up and down the foot. Let's go ahead and concentrate a little bit on just underneath the toes, right through there. So we're going to take our ball and just go back and forth across that area. And we're already halfway done almost. So going back and forth just underneath those toes, right through there. Now if you feel that there's a space that needs a little bit extra attention, go ahead and stop there and just wait out. Just press a little bit more into that specific area. You can, you can put your ball in a plastic bag. Here, Chris, I have a plastic bag. Put your ball in a plastic bag so that way it will help prevent it from moving around.
I usually do this at my desk at work, and
yeah.
It can only go so far.
Yeah. So, oh shoot! All right, so we're already on to the other foot. So you can spend a teeny bit more time on that arch, and that feels really good. If it hurts, just pay attention to that spot. Stay a little bit longer in that area. Okay, so that was a minute and a half. Let's switch sides to the other foot. So again, just drawing from the toe area down all the way. Ooh, if you can make it to the heel, great. And then the center of the foot, and then the toe side of the foot. Just kind of rolling to create some good circulation in your feet. Because of course we are creating circulation with our running, with whatever we're doing, but we want to actually let everything flow. So the muscles get really tight, and that creates kind of some imbalances in our feet. Oh. Everybody can, it's just a lot of moaning, people, a lot of moaning. So after doing that part, let's go ahead and focus on just below your toes. So here your toes right into that area, side to side. Ooh, and that actually is really, if you're standing, you can feel how that's even mobilizing your hip, going from side to side, over underneath those toes right there. And like I said, you can stop, hang out, press into that area, and lean forward, lean back. Lean forward, you can feel it, it's got more pressure, and then lean back, and it takes away the pressure. Good. Looking at our timer. And the important thing about the timer is that it creates some boundaries, some like, okay, I'm going to spend this minute and a half just on my foot. And if you've got time, sure, spend more time there. That's great, but sometimes for these purposes, we want to just keep things moving. Gosh, a minute and a half goes so fast. Okay, so that's on that foot. Go ahead and relax out your foot. Go ahead, drop your toe down to the floor. Drop your toe down to the floor and just do a few circles in one direction with one leg, and then the other direction with the other leg. Others, and you can even do that sitting down too, just sitting. I'm going to take Chris's spot. You can sit and just still, while you're watching TV or whatever, even just doing that a couple of times, just rotating in different directions, trying to open up that area. So I'm going to show 2 different things for your calves. Who wants to be on the ground?
I can.
Okay, so you can use your foam roller or you can use a ball, whichever you want. This is a fancy foam roller. She's got a little cross. Lacrosse balls tend to be a little bit more pointed. Now, Chris, you sit down on the chair and you're going to trigger your calf by crossing your legs over, and you're just going to press all along using the opposite knee. And you're going to find there's some spots there. You just hang out. Now for Tirsa, she can just go back and forth like she's doing. She's got her ball on the calf like that, and she's going back and forth like that. And again, you can put it in a plastic bag if you're finding that it's running away from you. And just going back and forth over that area. Yeah, she's moaning already. Moaning already, and of course, I forgot to set the timer. There it goes. So just going back and forth, or you might want to start off by just going the whole length. Like Chris is going like the whole length, dragging your opposite knee over the top. Oh, there I am on there. See, just drag, yeah, there you go, Chris. Just drag it all along.
Yeah, right.
Drag it. You can feel it.
Trying to find the worst.
The worst spot. And so when you find that worst spot, you cross it and just hold it. You can lean forward. Wow. If you lean forward, that takes the pressure into it. You can lean back, and that takes the pressure off of it.
So should you have your foot relaxed or flexed?
You could do it both ways. Have it relaxed first. It lets it get into the muscle. Then when you flex your foot, it'll drive that trigger point down into the muscle, and that creates more tension. So I would say going back and forth from flexion to extension, hold strong, and then relax. That drives the implement, your tool, whether your tool is your knee, a foam roller, or your lacrosse ball. It'll drive that implement into the muscle there. Okay, good. So going up, all the way up to the back of the knee, being very mindful not to get too deep into the back of the knee, because the back of the knee has a lot of lymph nodes in there. So you just want to be tender and gentle, because if you do hurt yourself, well, don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, that was 1.5 minutes on that calf. Let's switch sides. And if you switched already, that's okay too. It's okay. So taking the other side and going from the ankle all the way up. Oh, I got to start it again. That's the thing. It's like thinking about all these things. There it goes. So if we have an extra 20 seconds, that's okay. Woo. And you can really feel it. Now, never mind, and I haven't talked about it on the other side, but there's these muscles here on this side. Let me back up so I can see, you can see me. On the side of your legs right here, the peroneal muscles. So here, Chris, you can take your hand and just press on the outside here. There. There. And you can even use your knee. Well, it's kind of hard. Like, oh, there it goes, like this. So it's more like a figure 4 with your knee, and go here. You can feel it all along the side of that tibia. You can feel how it's a little bit
tight there when I
yeah. If you have any ankle issues, knee issues, the peroneals is an area that's very, very tender. So yeah, again, if you're on the floor, you can lay on your side to really target on the side, laying on your side and rolling back and forth. And same thing, holding where you're really feeling it, rotating the ankle around really helps. Breathing, of course, really helps. Really breathe, because a lot of times we're feeling that it hurts and we want to hold our breath. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Breathe in and out nice and deep, that nice yogic breath where you're breathing into the diaphragm, exhaling out through the nose. That's really, really good. So again, try out different implements, try out different tools. Using the opposite leg, using a foam roller, using a golf ball. I mean, I was even experimenting this morning with like a plastic cup, because I thought to myself, not everybody's gonna have a golf ball. But you could take a plastic cup or a rolling pin. You guys have seen the stick. You can roll your calves with like a bread rolling pin. Just get creative out there, and I think it's just knowing that these tools are out there for us. Anything is there for us, and we just have to use them. Use them. Okay, that just go off. Oh, it just went off. Okay, So there's lots to do, lots of stuff for the feet, lots of good stuff for the calves. The main thing is that you just do it. So whether you want to go ahead and play along with us, or like I said, when you're watching TV or when you're watching the news or looking through Facebook, it's a great thing to just do, because we were just talking about before we turn on the cameras that, you know, we spend a whole hour at the gym. We spend a whole hour, you know, working out, but how much time do you spend on recovery? So this is what we need to do to recover. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Matt Frazier, but Matt Frazier, I mean, I've watched some of his videos, and it's like, yeah, and I worked out, and then I spent 3 hours on recovery. So 3 hours rolling around on a ball, you know what I'm saying? So we just need to make time to do it. So we'll be back with you again probably next week to do another short video covering a different area. So if you have time, message us on Facebook or leave a comment below, and we'll get some ideas together of the next area that we're going to cover.
Awesome.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
So thanks, guys.
I think the biggest thing is, you know, just like we tell you guys, it's not about how hard you work out, but how consistent you are. So it's the same thing. We don't have to work out or we don't have to do this for an hour. We just have to do it for 10 minutes or less, but do it frequently. It's the same when we stretch. We want to just be consistent and frequent. So if you guys can do that, I think we'll all be doing really good. So thanks for joining us, and we will be back again.
That's right.
Awesome.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks.
Oh, I should have given us a commercial about our